Hello, it's Carrie. Today I have a really fun project to share with you using these sequin pouches I found off Amazon. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we could actually sublimate on these pouches? So today I'm going to show you how to use your heat transfer markers from Artesprix on sequins. Now I got these off Amazon. I will include a link for you in the description below, but these are beautiful, and when you change them, most of them are silver or gold on one side and then a design or a color on the other. So we're going to take some paper, and here I cut it in half, and all we're going to do is just make sure that's going to fit on the pouches. And then I'm going to take these heart die cuts to use kind of like a stencil or to use them for my design, and these Artesprix markers. Now, I wanted to use a different color other than black because all my other projects I've used the black, so I'm going to use the dark blue to outline. I know, I'm going off the beaten path here, right? But I'm going to use the dark blue, and I'm just going to take the largest heart first and trace right around that. So I just took the largest one and held it on the paper. And after I started tracing it, I realized, you know what? This would be a whole lot easier if I used some tape. Here I'm showing you that they have a chisel tip. So I just used the top of that chisel tip to do the tracing. And I kind of wanted it to be a darker line, so I went over it a couple of times, and then I realized that it probably wasn't necessary to do that. So I'm just going to trace around that entire heart. Now these markers are so easy to use, and you just really do need to use them on copy paper. That's all you need. Nothing special. In fact, that's what they say works the best when you are ironing them onto your surface. Imagine my surprise, because as I've been learning about these markers, they say that they are usable, or they work best when you have 80% polyester in the item that you're transferring them to. But I learned that you can transfer them to sequins, because apparently these sequin pouches, or the pillows that are really popular with the turning sequins, apparently they have polyester in them. Who knew, right? So we're going to try this today. And as you can see, I'm just taking each of the layers of those hearts and lining them up closer to the top, which I thought made a really fun design. And I'm taking a piece of tape and just taping it along the bottom to trace the top portion. Then I'll remove that tape and complete taping the bottom portion. If you've seen some of my other videos, I have done videos on how to use these markers with your Silhouette machine. You could, I'm sure, use them with your Cricut as well. They're great for kids to draw any design and then sublimate those on. So they're really fun, and lots of things you can do. I also have found a lot of things with polyester at the dollar store. Now I'm going to speed this up rather quickly. I don't color this quick, but you know how to color. So I just took each of the sections in a different color and colored them in, kind of in a rainbow pattern. And now we're just going to take the pouch, and I just wanted to make sure that all of the sequins were turned the same direction. So I'm going to do this on the silver side of this pouch, and I'll take the heat transfer tape and tape it down. I set my timer for 4 minutes to sublimate. And you can see here that I did pin down the top. I only had 2 pieces left of that heat transfer tape. I pinned it down and I held my iron on it for 4 minutes. Now be careful, because when you're done, this is really hot. I had to let it cool off for just a minute before I could even bring it back in here to show you. And now I'm going to remove that tape and reveal the magic. Look at how bright and vibrant that came out on the project, even more vibrant than it does on the paper when you're coloring it. So these markers are so fun. It's always a surprise. Now I'm going to wait for this to cool off completely before I turn it to the other way. And here you go. You can see that it's very colorful one way when you turn the sequins that way, and when you turn them the other, you have your beautiful rainbow heart design. So much fun. And imagine all the things that you can do. Now be careful not to iron that zipper when you're ironing this on, because it could melt, especially if you're using a heat press or a Cricut Easy Press. Here's the markers. If you haven't seen them, they are in the March Hedgehog Hollow box. and they come in the kit together with the heat transfer tape and all the other things you need to get started, including some pouches, a bag, and some other things. I hope you really enjoyed this project today as much as I enjoyed creating it. Here are a few other videos that you might enjoy. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up so that I can continue to bring you some fun projects, and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.